This is probably the biggest fish we will ever see in our lives, if we can get it to the boat.
Two friends.
I'm glad you give me the head end.
On a fishing bucket list tour.
Lovely fish.
Footballing fisherman Bobby Zamora.
That is the greatest fishing moment of my life.
And me, Ali Hamidi.
Oh, yeah!
Ooh, it's got it.
We're kicking off in the Great British Isles.
Look at that coastline.
Visiting some of its most iconic angling venues.
It's more like the Copacabana.
Living it up bankside.
This is incredible. Ours is not looking like that, is it?
And we'll be catching some of Britain's biggest and best fish.
Wow. UK, thank you. Got my new PB.
Big gal.
This is the Grand Fishing Adventure.
Always check. You're an absolute wrong 'un, mate.
Look at that coastline. I think the UK and the sort of changing ocean and climate and everything means good old Blighty is getting some good old big fish in its waters.
If we could get one nice shark of a decent size, I'll be over the moon just to see it, really.
Well, we were going to put my theory to the test. We were in North Devon at the coastal town of Ilfracombe. The reason we travelled all the way here was simple. Sharks. Off the Devon and Cornwall coast, due to the warming sea temperatures and the North Atlantic drift, many large sharks patrol these waters, often more commonly in the summer months. These apex predators include blues, porbeagles, freshers, makos, and very recently, even hammerheads. And commonly, the bigger fish always tend to be female, just like Jaws.
For me to look back at this trip in Ilfracombe, I'd love to know that I've ticked a big sea monster from the UK. It's something I've never done.
Listen, if I can catch a 400-pounder, Ali accidentally fall overboard, maybe lose an arm and a leg, that'd be a perfect day.
Ah, thanks, partner. So the mission of a 400-pound-plus shark was set. Time to hook up with local shark expert and red hot skipper Dan Hawkins.
This is my skipper that's gonna catch us the big sharks!
How you doing, sir?
You gonna make it happen or what?
Let's go, mate. Let's make it make
Let's
it
go.
work.
We're gonna make it work.
Let's go.
Time to hit the high seas and get this shark show on the road. Since the commercial fishing ban in 2010, it's become harder to collect data on sharks in areas off the shore of the UK. So, in fact, information gathered from local skippers helps international regulatory bodies, the UK government, and has become incredibly useful in terms of our shark populations. We headed 25 miles off the coast to a reef with depths around 100 feet, a sanctuary for baitfish, but also potential Jaws territory. Once we'd arrived at the fishing location, Dan the skipper got to work prepping and laying a chum trail. Frozen blocks of fish bits and blood, which is put in a floating container with holes that's tied to the boat. The flow breaks up the chum and it slowly trickles out in the current, eventually drifting for several miles. The trail is picked up by the sharks, but also smaller baitfish, which stimulates the sharks into feeding and hunting.
Always exciting at sea when you're going to get that first bit of flesh in the water. Mega. Right, Dan, talk us through it. So here we have a bottle.
Yep.
What does the bottle do?
So we're going to use that as a float to suspend the baits below at a set depth.
Yeah, lovely. Nice and simple. So that's it. Bottle, weight, very, very caveman-esque. A dead mackerel with a hook and a little teaser as well. You said that these particular sharks love a bit of attraction. They get teased in, do they?
Yeah. So you can aggravate them. So you want to try and aggravate them with the Muppet colours. They're very inquisitive, so get them involved with something that's going to, like, make them go.
And the size of these sharks that we could be catching?
So you can get anything from 65 to 500.
You can play the 400-500 pound.
Yeah, that's my gym workout for the week, that's for sure.
Each bait was put out at different depths, varying between 20 and 80 feet, and 6 rods in total. We now had to wait for the chum to hopefully work its magic. The boat wasn't anchored, but was slowly drifting on the light current. We'd decided Bob would be first up on the rods. After an hour, the seagulls that had been calmly chilling around the boat started to become agitated.
There's something out there because of the noises as well that they're making. So they're a good indicator that things are going on. They won't settle properly.
There's a shark in town. It just feels about right. You sometimes get a feeling in your fishing waters when you know it's on, like Donkey Kong.
We're on. Bobby! Bobby!
Yeah, I'm here, pal, I'm here.
There he is. He's there. He's on.
Just see how it goes a minute. He hadn't even realised it's hooked yet, so he's just going to take off to the left by the look of it.
Here he goes, now he knows.
Just hold him tight. First 10, 15. There we go. Go on, Bobby.
It went from 0 to total carnage in seconds. The other rods needed to come in to avoid any dangerous tangles with the fish. Camera crew were everywhere, including yours truly.
It's happened. We didn't think it was going to happen. It was all quiet. So we're letting the pebble, the poor man's rock, play, get these biceps into work. As you can see, I'm holding a camera because I would love to get some underwater footage of the shark.
The shark was staying deep and close to the boat.
Right down the back, Bobby. Right down the back, mate. That's it.
Bob couldn't let it go directly under the boat for fear of getting cut off, so quickly he had to move around the boat in an attempt to keep in direct contact.
Proper, you're feeling good now, Bobby? This is what you live for, isn't it?
It is, pal. Come alive properly now.
Yeah?
I didn't think it was that big or that powerful a fish. I mean, eating 2 veg and taking a pounding.
Look at that real go. Fizzerama.
There's the bottle.
Yeah, got a bottle here.
Oh, is it? All right, I'm getting the camera on. I want to see this. This is good. This is so exciting. Oh, yeah, I can see
10,
it.
15
I can see it.
Wrapped, isn't it?
It's wrapped now. Yeah, it's wrapped.
Let me get it unwrapped.
It's wrapped.
The shark had unfortunately got itself tangled in the wire tray, so Bob's only option was to carefully bring it in backwards. This was not an ideal situation.
I did not think that they get that big.
Might have to get this one in.
You would never normally get a shark of this size on the boat. You'd always unhook it in the water. But for fish safety, we were going to attempt to get it on board to free it from the twisted wire trace around its tail. The shark made another lunge. We prayed the braid would hold as we really needed to get it on the boat. Bob managed to gently coax it back up to the surface. Dan, the skipper, had a lasso ready to slip around its tail so he could safely get it on board.
As soon as I can, Bobby, if you can just swing to me just a little bit.
Yeah.
Right, that's perfect.
That's your fish, Bob. Well done, mate.
I'll keep the tension on a bit, mate. Oh.
Yeah, then lift up, lift up, lift up, lift up.
Got you.
The lasso was safely on. Well done, Skip.
What you do is this being shown when he comes in. Not massive, but he's a good fish. Right, that'll do. Keep his head there.
Great skills from the boat crew. The poor beagle was safely on board and the lads wasted no time freeing the wire. A quick look before we got into position to release it.
I'm glad you give me the head end. I always wanted to lose a finger or an arm or something.
Like sandpaper and all, innit?
Yeah.
So rough.
Crazy. So what, just turn this around, Dan, and put it back?
Just let us slide.
Right,
let him
move
slide
over.
nose first straight out your hands.
Watch it, I'm slipping. I'm slipping.
The shark was unharmed, still very lively, as we gently lowered it back into its watery world.
Boom.
Well done, mate. You enjoyed that? Yeah. That's unbelievable.
Mega fish, super strong. Getting it on the boat as well. I mean, it's not something that we wanted to do, but the tail was wrapped. It was something that we had to do. But picking it up and feeling it, knowing that it's all muscle. Every single piece of that shark is all muscle, all power. Gym session done.
Mate, that's just a warm-up. I don't know what you're on about.
Nice.
Bigger things coming
Let's
now.
go, let's get back out.
I just love seeing moments like that. It's what we live for. I can't actually believe we're experiencing it here in the UK. It's incredible, just to see it. You couldn't have picked a better day for a moment like that.
We were just off the coast for a meal for a coom in Devon. Our mad mission was to catch a 400-pound shark, and Bobby had just landed a 130-pound poor beagle.
Well done, Bob. Woo! I'm glad you give me the head end.
We were proper pumped for more.
Do you think that was our moment, and it's just the one beautiful, epic experience, or do you think there's more to come today?
I think there's one more fish.
Yeah?
I think there's one more fish, pal, and if that's 130, 140 pound, and there are fish, sharks, in these waters that are 500 and 600 pounds.
That's madness, isn't
Can
it?
you just think about the power?
It's exciting.
Yeah.
Double exciting, in fact, as it was me up next on the rods. Then suddenly a huge fish showed near to the boat on the sonar, and the gulls once again became spooked.
Second one. Go, 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 go.
One of the baits near the boat had been taken, and the fish was powering off at an incredible speed.
Well, we didn't think that was going to happen. We thought that might have been our lot.
One more fish.
I don't think it's that big.
This is going to come straight under the boat, so you might want to come up here a minute.
But then it slowly turned and started moving off towards the stern of the boat.
Whoa, she's a big girl.
I couldn't really do anything with it, and I was now just being pulled about.
What do the bigger fish do? Slower?
Yeah, very slow like this. And then once they come up and actually see the boat, you'll find she'll probably power off.
Back's going a bit now, Bob.
I thought so, pal. It's
That was
only a matter of
deadlift.
time. You get the old twinge down here.
It's right in there, Bob, as it goes.
Yeah, I know, mate, I know.
Oh.
I'd felt nothing like this in my life. The power of it was insane, and it was taking every ounce of my incredible strength to keep the rod up.
My back's killing me. Might have to do a tag team.
I'd only been playing it 10 minutes, but I already felt like I'd gone 10 rounds with Tyson Fury. It was doing whatever it wanted. Then it decided to swim around the boat, and I had to follow.
You're definitely the boss in this fight. You're definitely got him on the
Most
ropes,
definitely
pal.
not the boss.
You've definitely got him on the ropes.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting this in the UK. I wasn't expecting this here. This is serious. Oh no, it's woken up.
Yeah, it made it angry, pal.
Let me do a stretch. Do a stretch, 1 sec. Just this side of the thing. Oh.
Let go, let go, let go.
Honestly, I think there's something to be said about tag teaming.
Well, this is a duo, isn't it? You know
This
what
is
I
a
mean?
duo show, do you know what I mean? I know I'm going to face the wrath of all the anglers of the globe. The skipper's
that.
disgusted with me. Ben, the other skipper's disgusted with me. But honestly,
This is unbelievable.
I know, it's hard, mate. Absolute sea beast.
Oh, pressure, 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 pressure.
Is it?
Pressure, pressure,
Is that what it
pressure,
is?
pressure, pressure.
It's a pressure.
Oh, my God.
That's what it was. That's why my back's hurting.
No way.
Well, I ain't feeling fresh, but that is a fresher shark, and that is good.
Good work, mate. Just now keep that tight. Now you've seen that's a pressure. I'll chase it if we got to.
Oh, no wonder.
Oh, my God.
Mate, did you see it? Did you see it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You know, it's turning. How's your back? Yours is sweet.
I'm okay, pal.
Yeah?
You done the hard work for us.
I'm getting back
Let me know
on.
when you're ready, though.
I'll get back on. We'll have to do it in bits.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
An episode of Shark Week.
I never, ever expected for us to see something like that in the UK. That's mad, isn't it, Bob?
Unbelievable.
This is probably the biggest fish we will ever see in our lives, if we can get it to the boat. Dan, I'd start getting ready to back up to it now.
Already on it, Bush.
Right, we're going to start going up to the fish a bit, just to gain some line, because otherwise we're going to be here till next September.
Dan started slowly reversing the boat.
Still, oh, here we go, it's turned.
Is it turned?
Slow down.
Then suddenly I felt nothing. My heart sank. Was it off?
Yeah.
Keep winding, keep winding, keep winding. Go through the burn, Ali. Go through the burn. Just get that big bend back in, mate. Go on, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Big drive, big drive. Go on. Go on, son. That's the way, mate. That's it. Keep that bend there.
We were thankfully back in the game.
Good work, Ali.
Oh, he's definitely still there.
This was turning into a proper Royal Rumble in the Jungle tag team marathon.
That's unbelievable. What a creature. I tell you what, I'm glad I've got the pebble with me today. Thank God for Zamora.
It's going to come up round the bow, guys. Oh! Oh, my God, that's big. That's huge, boys.
Again.
Oh, it's there, it's there, it's there. We got that on the drone. Let's have a little hold on it, on the tail, yeah?
Yeah.
And
Let
I'll
me
be
know when you
working.
want it. Right?
Yeah. Well, you did a good job.
Yeah,
You did a good job.
That's 10 foot, at
And
least
the
10
rest.
foot. At least 10 foot.
16,
The tail must, yeah.
16, probably 18.
16 foot.
Mate,
Hey,
the
it's a
tail's
big
massive.
fish.
The tail's huge.
What are the chances of hooking one of these? Honestly, the grand fishing adventure, baby!